Oh boy, guys. We have a special one. Oh man. What is this? What is this, guys? What is this? What is this? Jumex is, in my opinion, a industry plant. And why do I say that? Well, from who he's ripping off, Lil Peep, XXXTentacion, it's pretty obvious why an industry would want to put him in this position, because the artists that I just mentioned, Lil Peep and X, didn't have time to flourish. That's just a nice way of saying that they died way too early. Lil Peep dying in 2017, where the expansion of emo rap was at its max. And 2018 saw the unfortunate passing of X by a shootout. But these artists had something different, unique. I could pinpoint their sound. With Jumex, there is nothing I can say is definitive of him, as he wears his influences on his sleeve way too much. It's to the point where it's practically his clothing, it's his personality. And I can't really name a Lil Peep song that I find interesting, but at least X had some worthwhile singles under his belt. The song Sad, the song Moonlight, and also deeper cuts like Jocelyn Flores and Changes, as those are pretty emotive and captivating in their own right, almost visceral. And while as repetitive as Changes is, it's one of the most sincere songs I think any artist in trap, emo, rap has made. But you can't talk about X without talking about this. You can't deny that song is a banger. You cannot. You can't. But while X made some banger beats in his heyday and in the rise of this emo, harsher rap, Jumex doesn't do anything, as somehow he is the blank slate that turned blanker. It amazes me how boring he is. The only thing exciting about this EP is the instrumentals, which are piss poor recycled garbage from 2017. Nothing on this album sounds unique or different or anything like that. And surely it is harder to come up with something original in this day and age. But God, you can't sound this unoriginal by accident. And I think what's worse than the production of this album are the lyrics. They are so melodramatic and so bad. It blows. It blows all of the worst lyricists you've probably heard out of the water. I mean, people like Farrah Abraham. I'm trying to look up the lyrics to Loner, and I got Kali Uchis. No, sorry, I'm looking up Jumex. I don't know how to live now, I'm a killer. I don't know how to live now, I'm a heartbreaker. I'ma scar the world now, are you down for it? Are you down for it? The rhyme scheme is just very plain. The lyrics are nowhere as interesting as what X would do, or what Lil Peep would do. At least they were somewhat consistent on their lyricism, but even then, their production was a little more interesting than this. With such a minimalistic production, you have to really use your flow and your lyrics to stand out. That's why minimalistic beats are the way they are. It's because rappers can rap and write raps and songs and bars and flows, and none of this comes together on this EP. Also, listen to this. Just this alone just makes me want to cringe. I'm trapped and I can't get out, yeah, so might as well just fucking get high. Yeah, I'm trapped and I can't get out, so might as well just die. Yeah, that's called addiction. No. Cobain crazy, feeling wavy. How do you even compare yourself to Kurt Cobain? That's an insult to Kurt Cobain. Like Jesus Christ. You will not defeat me, kill you, or I'ma kill me. And look, the chorus on Wish Me Death, If it was harder, it might have been interesting, but Jesus Christ, is it so boring. It's so boring. Don't forget to rot, hanging by a knot. When he ducked the cops, run out the backyard. Hey, run out the backyard. Hey, jump up the fence. Jump up the fence? Jump up the fence? You jump over a fence. What the hell? This seems like the most melodramatic bullshit I've ever had to read. Live in my coffin, try to die sorrow. Won't see you tomorrow. I'll be dead. You can't complain when I'm hurt, cutting up my veins. I will say at this point it kind of sounds like I'm making fun of people who cut their veins. But no, I'm making a mockery of how he is appealing to the emotions of people who are actually self-harming, when in fact they need help and they need a way out other than just abusing themselves and harming themselves. It's so painfully obvious that he's just trying his best to appeal to the audience that he thinks listens to X or Little Peep. It's ridiculous. Music in the back, listen to Cobain. Blow in the back, that's my cocaine. Guys, look, if you're gonna do drugs, be safe, okay? Do it responsibly. And I advise against doing it, but you can't just say don't do it, because that just kind of ostracizes those who are addicted and have been addicted, and it just kind of ignores those people. Be safe, okay? Be safe while doing drugs, be responsible, and always do it with a friend, okay? I'm just gonna let you do that. But yeah, this dude is bleh. He also has a track called Billie Eilish. Yeah, and on Genius it says, Billie Eilish is the final song off of Jumex's debut EP, LONER. It goes over the topics of drug abuse and one-sided love over who is assumed to be the title's namesake. The song, The song is a cover of Little Soda Boy and Little Cyberspace's Strawberry Blonde. And, yeah, this is probably one of the more lyrically dense songs on the album because it was written by, like, someone else. I mean, come on, guys. Come on. This had, like, 7 writers on it. 7. And there's 3 verses. Why? The chorus is repeated once, so there's a chorus 2 times, and then there's a verse. How does this need 7 writers? Wow, these lyrics. I just need your attention, you're dying to teach me a lesson. It's okay with me if you're pretending, and I just need your affection. I just need your affection. Starlight in the sky, your love is my lifeline. Doing drugs in the nighttime, your love is my lifeline. 7 writers, I remind you. 7 writers. Oh, God. Like, if there was something redeemable about this album, it would make this album just a little bit better. But the fact is that Jumex is in no way, shape, or form anywhere close to his contemporaries, as he just sounds like blatant ripoffs of them, like Greta Van Fleet and Led Zeppelin. Oh, God. And while Greta Van Fleet has talent that is, untapped, in my opinion, Jumex doesn't seem like he is going anywhere past this point. Like, he is in no way, shape, or form interesting to listen to, or even exciting to hear that he made an album, he made a mixtape, made an EP, as he is mostly gone unnoticed in the rap scene. As, well, surely he does have streams on Spotify. They all seem fake, because I kind of don't see how people can listen to this EP, as it just sounds like melodramatic bullshit spewed from the mouth of a 12-year-old who just found out about Tumblr. And I guess the last thing I'll point out are the vocals on the album, as they sound like Little Xan, but somehow worse. It sounds like someone's trying to parody someone else's bad singing. How is this even interesting? Like, I'm really at a loss for words how popular this dude is, while also being very obscure. And while that's kind of bittersweet, I kind of have this weird suspicion that he's gonna get a little more popular just as time continues. Even though he sounds like a blatant ripoff, which I guess if you can consider that a success, because people like Little Peep and X didn't have time to actually build the biggest audience in the world and got most of their fans, honestly, after their death, which left all of their fans just wanting more material, which is why X's label continuously releases demos and forms them into albums like Skins, Members Only, which barely had an X feature on it despite it having the X title. I really despise the label for trying to milk as much as they can off of X's death. And I guess the collaborative song between Little Peep and X was alright at best. There is nothing after their albums that they made and they had a say-so in that is interesting to listen to. But I guess Jumex is appealing to the audience members that are just kind of wishing X and Little Peep were still alive. But yeah, look, Jumex, if he trains his vocals, writes better, maybe gets a ghostwriter, has better production, has better physical appearance, because if he does better, like, I genuinely think he needs to reinvent himself to be a better artist. Like, I don't think there's anything down the path that he's going on that is going to be interesting. And if he proves me wrong, then screen cap this video and send it to me in the future, because I will eat my words. And honestly, tell me that he does not look like the basic ass guy that would listen to people like X and Little Peep. It's like the record label producers pulled him off the street out of a group of 10 because he looked different, had that hair that's green, and had the face tat. It's like he appeals to every single person that listened to X and Little Peep. And I'm mentioning these two a lot in this review because this sounds so much alike what they did. It's so boring, it's offensive, and it's absolutely despicable, this EP is. It is piss poor. It is so piss poor. The quality is bad, the lyricism isn't there, and honestly, I would much rather watch paint dry than listen to this. If he does become popular from this, then kudos to him, but I will not be touching or listening to this man's music in a while, at all, anytime soon. So at the end of the day, Jumex is LONER. It sucks. That's it. End of story. Okay, I'm done shitting on this dude. Oh man.